What's going on, everybody? C4 here, bringing you my Madden 18 wish list today. This is about my third time recording this because I don't want to be super long. I get on tangents about things I hate, so I'm going to try to condense this down a little bit. But yeah, Madden 18, people ask me, what do I want to see? Because it seems like, you know, I'm a goddamn Madden genius. And basically, the keyword here is returning features. We don't need them to reinvent the wheel. We don't need them to come up with something revolutionary in the Madden series. We just want stuff that was in the game 10 years ago that was very fun that you, for some reason, decided to remove from the game. I mean, you keep hyping up, oh, next gen, the most powerful Madden game ever. We're going to have the new Frostbite engine. We're going to have all this stuff. I don't think people give a shit that you could see the freckles on Andy Dalton's face a little bit more clearer. I want custom rosters. I want all the fun game modes that were back in Madden 2005, 10, 15 years ago. I want those features back. You don't need to do any of these other fancy bullcrap. Just give me bullcrap like I'm trying to be PC. Bullshit! We don't need any of that stuff. So anyway, I made it down to a nice condensed list of 10, and hopefully it's not going to take me a goddamn 3 hours to try to talk about this with you guys. That's a goddamn spider on my wall. I'm going to kill it. I'm going to kill that motherfucker. Alright, moving on. We're going to start right away with number 10. It's just going to be a major tweak to game mechanics. Everyone has their own personal gripe. I mean, for the longest time, it was the super linebackers. Everyone hated the fact that every middle linebacker, even outside linebackers, can jump 10 feet in the air and swat down your ball. I think looking at last year's game, there's plenty of things. You feel free to leave a comment in the comment section below what you hated about the mechanics. But personally, I thought the run game was terrible. I felt more often than not I was just stumbling behind my run blocker. Didn't really matter what my ball carrier vision or agility or anything that was. And it really took the creativity out of it. I mean, like, the truck stick doesn't feel the same. It didn't feel fun running the ball last year. That's the only thing. I think they should, with the new Frostbite engine, how about we make it so that when you have a guy with only 85 speed, he's still a monster because he has 97 trucking. Guys like Marshawn Lynch, R.I.P. Marshawn Lynch, A.P. now that they're getting older. Dudes like that. But I personally, that's my biggest tweak, is to make the run game, whatever you had for the run game last year, just scrap it and start something new. But everyone has their own personal gripe to what they don't like. You know, you try your best using sliders to adjust the game and make it better. And sometimes that can work a little bit, but for the most part, it is fairly underwhelming. Going to number 9. I guess we'll start with Madden Ultimate Team, and then we'll jump into Draft Champions. Number 9 is MUT. Stop robbing people of real money. I'm going to say this right at the beginning. FIFA Ultimate Team, I think 2 years ago, I mean, EA realized that coin sellers were, you know, kind of ruining the game, ruining the spirit of the game, and their money horse. And they saw that these coin sellers were getting a lot more money, and if they got rid of them, or they got them out of the equation, or just, you know, severely discouraged people using it, EA would make more money. So I think that should be something that goes right at the bat. Anyone that's sponsored by a coin seller site, they should get warnings that they continue to use that in their videos. They're going to get, you know, the big old X from Papa EA. And coin sellers should get out of there. I think that's terrible. Get out of there. I'm sick and tired of seeing all these people just touring. This is where I come in. I don't want to go on a big long tangent. You're selling shit to kids. They're selling gambling to kids. That's what you're doing. It's stupid. You're taking advantage of idiots. Idiots are taking advantage of idiots. And anytime you get something like that, you get into like pyramid scheme type things. Don't be an idiot. Only go to mutbuck.org if you need to spend coins. Mutbuck.org. That's the only spot you should go. But in seriousness, that is somewhat serious. I think anyone who's a coin seller, you're an idiot. I've turned down probably 4 or 5 coin sellers because I'm just like, really? You guys don't watch my content? I'm pretty sure you wouldn't want to be sponsored by me anyways. But the biggest thing for MUT is that they're robbing people of real money. I think the only way, as someone that went to school for, I take a couple economics classes, I assume that a lot of the people that play Ultimate Team on YouTube, unless you're making the money back on that video that you spent, and there's not a whole lot of guys there. I'm probably going to say, we'll say there's 100 MUT YouTubers. Maybe 10 of them are making back their money, what they spent. Every so that, it's a bunch of these little kids that have goddamn liberal arts degrees from college that don't understand how a dollar works. You're losing money, son. You're falling into the scheme. I understand. Maybe it's your vice. Maybe you like that gamble. Maybe like you waste your money and you enjoy, you know, packing players. That's a high. That's an exuberant feeling that you get when you open a pack. But those people there, they try to sell you with cut coin sellers and all that. Oh, don't let other people get into your bad habits. But how to solve this? How to make someone like me who, I mean, I'm not going to rule out the fact that I may have to jump into MUT a little bit here in Madden 18. Much like how the actors do one for themselves and they do one for the you know, the the big guys. You do it for the producers. You know, everyone says you do one for them and you do one for yourself. I might have to do MUT for them, and then we stick to with the core connected franchise mode for myself. I don't know if I'm going to sell out. Who knows here? I think that may have to be tough decision to determine the future of the channel and how much more we can grow. How much further can I push just connected franchise mode? But to make MUT good, to make someone like me who hates MUT, everything that goes with MUT, the clickbait titles, the fucking dick-sucking faces in the thumbnails, to the fact that you're just wasting money. They need to offer carryover value. Now, I did a video about this, offering my solution a little bit before I blew up a little bit from Madden 17, and basically, just to give you the cliff notes of it, they need to have carryover value. So essentially, EA can definitely track how many packs you open in a year. That's how they have the MUT rewards program or something like that. So that should deem a value. Let's just say you spent $3,000 in packs when all is said and done in Madden 17. Going to Madden 18, how it works right now is you start off fresh. So EA is just laughing at all these idiots that essentially bought Madden 17 80 to 100 million, well, because 80 to 400 times over the cost of the game through these microtransactions. They're laughing. They're like, these guys are idiots. Don't they realize that in 12 months or less from when the game releases, this stuff is worth nothing? They're absolutely worth nothing. So I think they need to present some carryover value, which I believe would actually reinvigorate the marketplace. More people would spend money. It's not, you know, you think from EA, oh my God, anytime they you know, give us an inch, they feel like, oh, we're going to make less money. But if for me, I know I'm not the only one. I'm not the only somewhat sensible adult here that realizes that you're just wasting money. So if I find out I spend $3,000 in packs, so then in Madden 18, they should give you $1,500, for example, in value when the game starts out. I don't know if that's necessarily going to give you, like, I don't know, what's the biggest pack topper? If you got like 128 packs to open up off the beginning of the game, or they give you some coin voucher or something like that, based off of how many packs. You're not going to put a monetary value, but how many packs you opened in the previous game. At least there, you get some value. Obviously, you're going to get ripped off. EA needs to make money. They're the big, bad, devil boy EA. But if you at least offer some carryover value that creates a marketplace that not only will stimulate the marketplace off the beginning of the Madden 18 game, but also for Madden 17 and every game going forward from then. Madden 17, 18, 19, 20. If I know that I'm getting some carryover value, I am going to be more inclined to spending real money, because I know it's not just invisible, it's going to be gone in 1 year from time. Like that game, literally, when people eject, or if you have digital download, let's assume you have the hard copy of the game. When you eject that game from Madden 17 to get Madden 18, you got to look at like this game right here, this disc on my hard drive, that's worth like $4,000. I spent $4,000 worth of packs. It's gone. And then here's Madden 18. $0. Let's start running up the old expenses on this game. They need to offer carryover value, and I believe that's going to be the best method, and it'll never happen. So, I don't know. But hopefully it will. Number 8 is MUT. Needs to stop robbing people of no money equals no fun. Last year, I tried to do a MUT series where I spent no money, and it wasn't, you know, that bad. Doing solos, grinding for the solos, getting incredibly frustrated. 2 Xbox controllers broken later. I found out that pretty much I was playing to keep my head above water in terms of contracts. I found like, oh my God, look, I won a big game. I got 10 goddamn contracts for beating this thing on all Madden. That's a ripoff. And then with the money that I bought, I can only net maybe $500 because the rest of it have to go back to reloading my team with contracts. It came an absolute grind and hustle. I know it can be done, but you have to go to like Destiny levels of grinding to have fun in MUT without spending real money. So I think there's a fine area between not spending any money and having a carryover value that the EA may be able to find for the upcoming years. But if not enough people complain about it, why would they change it? And I remember Toke did a no more packs movement, which I was like, oh yeah, that's a fucking scam. Called it out, made a video about that, and then look, like a week later, back to it. I mean, that was the kind of movement that needed to happen for us to see real changes in Madden Ultimate Team. And then when, you know, when the YouTube money starts to dip a little bit, everyone went back to the same old shit. All right, moving on to number 7, Draft Champions. Just one little quick pet peeve about Draft Champions. I want to be able to, this is an old feature they used to have in NFL 2K5, where you'd be able to fancy draft your team, and then your buddy playing on the same console would fancy draft his team, and then you play a quick play matchup. That's essentially what you could do in Draft Champions, but you can't do that shit on the same console. If I want to play offline versus a friend, I don't even know how it works. I tried looking, it was stupid. But my buddies come over for having a fucking party. We're like, hey man, put up Madden. You want to see this Draft Champions? You get some You know, you can play with like legends and all that stuff. Like, hell yeah. But you can't play each other. Why? That makes no sense whatsoever. So I don't know what the proper terminology in terms of console. LAN. I don't know if it's LAN. Is that the proper term? But I want to be able to play offline versus a friend on the same console and draft champions. That seems like literally that is how easy that could happen. Do that shit. Going to number 6. What are we on? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, number 6. Custom rosters. We're starting to bring it into connected franchise mode, which is where I am. So right now you have custom rosters. You can go download, for me anyway, my legend rosters that I made, or my Madden 18 rosters, which will come out sooner. But we want draft classes. We want custom draft classes so OG Madden heads like myself can make the best draft classes of real prospects, so all you guys out there can download them and have the most fun in your connected franchise mode, so you don't have to be like, oh my god, I have to edit everybody. I got Drew Donut from quarterback from DeVry University. I don't want this shit. I mean, where's Josh Rosen? Where's Lamar Jackson? Where are all these guys? They're not there. But if someone was able to download draft classes that would be able to import into your connected franchise mode, it'd make the world a happier place. And I will say, I am happy that they added the edit a player feature in this year's game, even though it was a feature that never should have gone in the first place. But if they remove that for Madden 18, I'm going to make not only the biggest rant video to scorch the earth, but I don't know if I'd even play next year's game. I probably would have to get it for the sake of, keeping my channel alive, but I would hate my time doing that shit. Moving on to number 5. We're bringing a connected franchise mode. Number 1 is a quick one. Add offensive and defensive coordinators. That was a feature they used to have. I remember you used to be able to get retired players, be it like Ed Reed, Ray Lewis, Brian Dawkins. You could bring these guys in, but I think adding those in, instead of just having a coach, add another dimension to the game a little bit more, and it could help in terms of development. I can have an offensive coordinator. I remember they used to give them. You used to be able to hire an offensive coordinator to give like +3 hit power, or that has to be defensive, or like +3 run block. I add that stuff back. That stuff there adds great dimensions to the game and a lot more playability. Number 4 for connected franchise mode is more depth to the combine. On top of the original feature where I said add custom draft classes, have more info for pre-draft and combine. Be able to schedule visits, maybe interview process, something quick like that. Or if you're not going to add custom draft classes, which they probably won't, make it so we can at least edit the players before the draft. So at least when we're playing through, we don't have like, Drew Donut from DeVry University. We know in our head we're going to make that Josh Rosen. Let me make that off the get-go so I don't have to just deal with bullshit scouting through the whole season. It makes it a little bit more playable and a little bit more enjoyable, in my opinion. Number 3 is for connected franchise mode. When you have, this is a feature that I could be very well wrong. We might be able to already put a check mark on this. But if you start your connected franchise mode the day of the game comes out, there's going to be so many more patches fixing the game that come out over the coming months that, like, if I started my connected franchise mode, I'd start the Philadelphia Eagles one. And there was, like, for example, the offside glitch where the offensive line would just keep getting in a pattern of jumping offside. That patch came in to fix that, but because I started my connected franchise mode when the game comes out, like 95% of the people that play CFM on Madden, the patches don't come in. So I think patches should automatically be able to update to all connected franchise mode saves when the game comes. That's stupid. Why should, because like you're punishing people who play the game early on. It's like, oh yeah, we're just waiting for the Christmas rush, and then all those guys can play with the full game. If you have to come in and patch a game, it better work with all saves. That seems like that should be able to happen. I don't know. Number 2 is bring back Be a Player. That was a popular one when I asked people in the live stream what they wanted to see. Obviously it's very fun to be able to take a player. Right now it's pretty much nothing. You get a different camera angle. That's it. But bringing in a Be a Player, have decision making and interactive combine. They used to have that in Madden. Take a page from 2K or what they did in FIFA with Alex Hunter or whatever. I didn't finish that out, but that was kind of cool. Maybe don't go that extreme into the cinematics because I felt like the creativity and the creativeness of the Alex Hunter was kind of limited. They pretty much put you in the direction that you had to go. But have a fine ground between the interactive ability of a 2K and, we know in EA you have another game that does it. Copy FIFA for once, huh? That'd be pretty cool to bring back Be a Player. And number 1 is bring back Create a Team. Come on. Bring back Create a Team. I would like, if you're not going to give me a goddamn NCAA game, best believe that me or some other people will make a full NCAA game with Create a Team. And with Create a Team comes in this. Don't limit how many things I can fucking create in a game. I'm sick and tired when I try to make my draft class and I can only edit like goddamn, I don't know what the exact number is, but for terms, I want to create a player. I want to create all of the first round prospects, for example. There's only so many guys I can use. There's only so many save slots. The fuck? I have a goddamn like 600 terabyte Xbox One. You're telling me that this game can only handle me creating like 40 prospect, or I don't know what it is. It's probably 60, 65 prospects, and after that, you just won't be able to edit any more players. So if you add things like creative team, you add things like creative player, this should be goddamn unlimited. I've had better fucking creativity storage on my N64. Back in WWF No Mercy, I can at least make 100 goddamn creator wrestlers. You telling me that EA and Madden can only handle 65? Stop putting limitations on the creative people that want to play this game. Stop just always feeling like you're just viewing the MUT guys, the MUT YouTubers. You want to try to make their life easier. You want to try to have different programs. You want to work with MUT head. You want to do all that shit. Just for us, the guys who play connected franchise mode. Stop limiting our creativity. That's all I'm saying. That is my wish list. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section below. And until next time, it's C4 saying peace out.